Aries, what's happening, what's crack-a-lackin', and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy, CancerMoonsTarot, coming at you guys with your mid-June, 15th through the 31st. Love tarot reading. I hope you guys are well. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Keep in mind this reading is general. If it resonates, that's awesome. If not, it's not your message. Feel free to check out any other amazing tarot readers that we got here on YouTube, okay? These messages may resonate backwards or vice versa, so take them how they resonate if they apply to your particular situation. If you guys would like, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is all linked down below, and you guys can also check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel. That is the first link in the description if you guys want to take a look into my family's life. Nonetheless, Aries, I hope you guys have been well. I hope you guys are looking forward to a great second half of your June, and let's get on into it, okay? Messages for Aries here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout June 15th through the 30th. What messages do we got coming through for Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout June 15th through June 30th. What do we got going on? Messages for Aries, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout June 15th through June 30th. All right, let's get one more shuffle and see what we got going on, man. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff. Aries, the overall energy for you guys here is the Hangman card. So you can be connecting possibly with a Pisces here. Your current energy, Aries, is the Knight of Cups. The person you're dealing with here is the Magician card, and the outcome that's present here is the Ace of Pentacles. So it looks like there's an opportunity here for you to actually get out of the zone. Now, I don't know if this is necessarily the friend zone or more so what I want to call the talking zone, okay? When people find somebody they're interested romantically, you could find yourself being stuck in the talking zone for a very long time where the relationship doesn't seem expandable. It seems like you guys are talking, you're flirting, there is some sort of romanticism there, but it's like, is it ever going to expand out of the talking zone? Are we going to move forward and possibly claim some sort of relationship out of this? So I feel like you've been stuck in the talking zone for a while between you and another person, and you are waiting for them, or at least have been waiting for them to take some sort of action. And with all that being said, you've kind of shown them that that's what you're interested in, because your current energy is the Knight of Cups. This is you showing that you're interested in this connection the two of you have being expandable moving forward. You're interested in possibly having a committed relationship with them. So with the Knight of Cups being here, I feel like you've kind of hinted at it, okay, as best as you possibly can, and you've been waiting for your person to make that move. In regards to who you're dealing with here, the Magician, it could be a Virgo you're connecting with. It does seem to me, though, that the person you're dealing with, they had all of the green lights from you to say, hey, will you be my girlfriend, or will you be my boyfriend, etc. They had all the green lights from you to be able to ask you out into a committed relationship, but they haven't taken the hint, even though I'm pretty sure the hint was as blatant and as out there as possible from you. As for the outcome that's present here, though, we do have the Ace of Pentacles, so I do feel like there may be that good possibility there won't be the talking zone moving throughout the second half of the month here. There may be a committed relationship forming. So I feel like you are definitely tired of being stuck, and you have been trying to take initiative as much as you possibly can to let a person know that you're looking towards and are ready for a committed relationship. And I think your person understood all of those hints, but there definitely was some sort of reason on why they were holding back. And those reasons we will definitely take a look into, okay? So what I'm going to do here, Aries, is I'm going to go over the person you're dealing with. I'm going to take a look at how they feel towards you, what's going on with them throughout the second half of June. Then I'm going to take a look at how you feel towards them, what's going on with you throughout the second half of June. We'll see where energies align, and then we'll see the outcome, all right? Now, in regards to who you're dealing with, Aries, let's take a look here. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout June 15th through the 30th. How does Aries feel towards the person they're dealing with, please? And, oh no, I'm sorry. The person first, then we read for you. How does the person that Aries is dealing with feel towards Aries? And what is going on with this individual, please, throughout June 15th through the 30th? How does the person that Aries is dealing with feel towards Aries? And what is going on with this individual throughout June 15th through the 30th? Let's take a look. So, in regards to the person you're dealing with, the first card out here is the Knight of Swords. So, definitely moving into the second half of the month, they are in pursuit mode. It kind of feels to me that they are very much so ready to tell you something and tell you something serious. And what it looks like to me with this Knight of Swords is that they're ready to tell you they're ready, meaning that they're ready to take this relationship one step further. Speaking of which, Two of Cups, here we go. That's awesome, man. That's fantastic news, and that's exactly what I was feeling coming from the reading. They're ready to let you know that they're looking for some sort of commitment with you. They're looking to be with you in a lot more of a deeper way, rather than just being a person that they talk to and flirt with occasionally. They want to be more as well, and I feel like they're very much so eager during the second half of the month here to convey that message to you. Moving forward, Ace of Swords, and that's just a validity that they truly do want that. I do feel like who you're connecting with truly does want to be involved with you and wants to be in a romantic, committed relationship with you. And with all that being said, they are over being single. And also, I do feel like your person here definitely, and keep in mind, jealousy is in every sort of relationship, whether you acknowledge it or not. But of course, there is a healthy amount of jealousy versus an unhealthy amount of jealousy. And I feel like the person you're dealing with, knowing that you're single, no longer wants the opportunity for any other person to be able to sweep you off your feet. They want to make sure that they can keep you to them. So I do feel like who you're connecting with here, and keep in mind, it's non-possessive. It's more so of, I really like this Aries and I want to be with, him or her. So they really want to be with you. And they're like, I don't want to give anybody else the opportunity to be able to jump into Aries' life while I'm already in such a good position with you, right, Aries? So whoever you're connecting with, they know that competition could be tough and they want to eliminate the competition here. They're like, you know what? I think that Aries is worth it, and I want to take a chance on you. So who you're connecting with here is ready, man. They're definitely ready. They know the more single, or the longer you are single, the more opportunities of other people that get to flow into your life happens. Moving forward, we have here the World card, and then we got the Seven of Cups and the Page of Swords. So whoever you're connecting with has done a lot of critical thinking, especially throughout the second half of June. They've been thinking very heavily about how much they really do care about you, but they've also been thinking about, holy crap, I have such a great connection with Aries. I really care for them. And because Aries is such a cool and genuine and awesome person, that also means other people are going to think that, right? So whoever you're dealing with is like, whoa, they're having that massive realization that anybody can take you away at any given moment. And that makes them nervous. Therefore, they kind of want to assert, not necessarily their dominance, but they want to imply and show that they want you and only you. And they're hoping that you feel the same way. So with that Queen of Wands, they are really tapping into their confidence here and, giving them, or hoping here, that you will accept them and that you will be with them. So what you've been pushing for the longest of times is actually coming to terms here throughout the second half of June. The person that you were stuck in the talking zone with originally is now like, fuck the talking zone, let's get in a committed relationship. And meanwhile, you've been hinting at that for the longest time, Knight of Cups. You've been hinting at it, Not only are you passionately and, physically and intimately interested in this person, you are romantically interested in this person, Aries. Therefore, you wanted to get out of being stuck for a while. So whoever you're connecting with here, it's just interesting how things line up. You've been hinting at them. I feel like they've had to. I feel like you've made it so obvious that they had to have picked up on your hints. Maybe they didn't. But whoever you're dealing with here overall is definitely not taking the hints lightly anymore. They're taking initiative. So we got here the Page of Swords and we got here the Seven of Cups. Just another friendly reminder of, oh shit, I need to make a move on Aries before somebody else does. So they are in that energy throughout the second half of the month here. And keep in mind, they're not trying to keep you away from any other opportunities. From what I'm seeing so far, this person is genuinely interested in you and they want to make sure that they don't lose you. They really do want to continue building this relationship with you. Now, I do feel, Aries, give me one moment, guys. I just need a sip of water. I do feel that the person you were connecting with originally was not necessarily fearful of commitment, but they may have been the person who wanted to take things slow. So that could have been you, by the way. Messages can intertwine or be vice versa, so take what resonates. But it feels like the person you were connecting with originally wanted to take things slow, possibly because they weren't interested in jumping into a commitment due to whatever was experienced in their past. But from what I'm seeing so far, it feels like you guys have taken things slow for a long time. It feels appropriate to get into a committed relationship with the amount of time that you and this person may have been talking and communicating and flirting. It seems like this is the appropriate time. So therefore, they're making that move, okay? So what I'm going to do here, Aries, is now I'm going to go over your feelings and what's going on with you, and then we'll see what's happening, okay? So by the the way, just to recap here, your person here, they like you. They're very interested in you. And in regards to how they feel towards you, they have nothing but great things to say. This person definitely knows that you're an awesome individual, and like they want that, you know, in regards to their actions they're taking towards you. They're going to ask you, you know, this person here is going to ask you, like, will you be with me? Will you be in a relationship with me? They want to take that action, and they want this commitment here, okay? Now, in regards to how Aries feels towards the person they're dealing with and what's going on with Aries throughout the second half of June, let's take a look here. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout June 15th through the 30th. How does Aries feel towards the person they're dealing with, and what is going on with Aries throughout June 15th through the 30th? Let's take a look. First card out is the Five of Wands. You have been definitely frustrated by this person. And you've been frustrated by them for a while. Not like literal frustration to the point where you're super agitated, but they bothered you because once again, I believe you made it very blatantly obvious that you wanted something to come of this. And I think you've kind of voiced that frustration, or you may not have, but maybe you did in a subtle kind of way. So you've been frustrated, and especially when it came towards your emotions. You did not want this to be the talking phase forever, and you definitely didn't want to keep investing your time into somebody who was going to be unable to commit to you in the end. So that's where kind of the frustration came from, Aries, because a part of you thought in your head, like, if this person doesn't end up committing, I wasted my time and I hurt myself because I invested my romantic feelings into someone and it's not going to work out the way that I wanted it to. So I'm feeling a little bit of overthinking here, where you've overthink quite a lot to where, am I going to hurt my, excuse me, I got a lot in my throat right now. That's what she said. Give me 1 second, y'all. There's a lot of times where you were overthinking and you thought to yourself, if they don't end up committing to me, like, I'm going to be fucking hurt. Like, that's going to suck. Like, I'm going to be investing so much time into this person for what if something doesn't come of this? So you've thought to yourself plenty of times, is this person playing with my emotions? Because when you're stuck in the talking phase, it could feel as if you're being played. It could feel as if the other person you're dealing with is not going to commit to you in the end. But truthfully, I guess they just have this energy of wanting to take things slow despite of what their past had to bring. But I do see genuine energy with the person you're connecting with. I do feel like they are interested in you in that aspect, and they really enjoy spending their time with you. I do see here, they're wanting to connect, and they're wanting to establish a committed relationship with you. All right, moving forward, Two of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Literally the same things we just talked about. So Aries, I guess you want me to reiterate your frustration. You were frustrated, okay? I do feel like you were totally frustrated at how high and dry this person was, about how unsure they constantly were when it came towards a commitment. Because once again, to reiterate it, you felt like you were never going to get out of the talking phase with this person. But ultimately, though, you do care about this individual. Now, what bothered you too is that, Aries, you see your worth. You know damn well that somebody is absolutely lucky to have you. And I love that energy. And I want you to hold on to that energy because it's true, Aries. Someone, or this person, or any person is honestly very lucky to have you. But what really hurt your heart a little bit was that you kind of felt like they were toying with your worth. So some of you guys here may have felt like the reason why you were never going to get unstuck and that you were never going to have forward movement with this person is because you felt like maybe they weren't feeling as if you were worthy enough to be in a committed relationship with them. And that's far from the truth. But here's the thing, when we get in our heads, especially when we are romantically invested in somebody, we usually tend to think the worst. And that's something that we're programmed to do, unfortunately. And it happens to everybody. It's happened to me, it's happened to friends, it's happened to family, it's happened to you, right? So when we are romantically invested in someone, sometimes we think the worst of the whole situation. And I think that that's what was going on here. For a while, you felt like maybe you just weren't good enough, or you felt like maybe they don't care about you in the way that you need them to, but it was far from the truth. It's just your person here did take too long. But at least finally they're making, they're rushing, or not rushing, but they're making and taking initiative. So I do think that hurts you a little bit. And definitely played with your heart a bit, but you've been patient here. Seven of Pentacles. You've been very patient with this person, Aries. You really do care for them. And that's something that's good to see, because not only do they really care for you, but the connection you see here is really genuine. The two of you really care for each other. And ultimately, you were excited to take it to the next level. You were excited for change with that Wheel of Fortune energy. So from what I'm seeing about your feelings so far, because keep in mind, this person may not have taken action yet. So this is kind of like your feelings almost before they go ask if you can be in a committed relationship with them. You've been waiting for a while, you're patient, you're loyal, and that's something that is so lovable about Aries, is that how loyal you are, you know? So you're very loyal, and you're very much so waiting on this individual to further up the relationship. You know, you want to exit the talking phase. And because you've been so patient, you've been waiting for so much change, the change is finally going to get here, you know? In regards to your actions throughout the second half of the month, it just seems like you're kind of rolling with the punches. You're dealing with the situation like nothing's really changed. But once they do announce that they are ready to be romantically interested in you, instantly you're ready to accept a commitment. Like that's the thing that you've been waiting for, because you really like this person, they really like you, and like the moment you hear like, will you be mine, and there's the commitment that's offered up, you are ready to accept it with that Hierophant card. And with the Justice card here, you're like, finally, there is now some balance, there is now some growth that is going to be taken between the two of us. You know, you didn't want to be stuck in the talking phase forever and never grow out of that with this person. You're like, damn, it's finally time to take this relationship to the next level. So I really like it. I like the fact that this person's finally taking the initiative, and I really like the fact that you two seem to have this real good, genuine connection. And the moment they tell you that, you're like, yes, like this is what I've been waiting for, dummy, you know? So that's what I'm seeing here so far. What was the main reason, I want to ask, what was the main reason the person that Aries was dealing with was kind of holding back on a commitment? And we got here the Chariot. Wow, really? Whoever you were dealing with, Aries, that kind of makes sense. Whoever you were dealing with, Aries, kind of may have thought that you were going to walk out on them. They kind of thought that, like, you might not stay in the same path with them. They kind of felt like maybe you'd find someone else. And that's where this all ties in. Remember how I said earlier, the person you're dealing with, like, knew that there could be competition? That's why they wanted to seal the deal with you, because they knew that somebody else may have the possibility of sweeping you off your feet. And I think that that was a fear of theirs, you know? So it's almost as if the reason why they were holding back was maybe because they felt like they weren't good enough for you, and that wasn't a projected thing. It was a subconscious thing. Like subconsciously, who you were connecting with didn't feel good enough for you. But that's something that they're definitely moving past in the second half of the month here, especially as they're holding on to their confidence and they're giving it a shot, you know? They're not allowing themselves to waste a beautiful opportunity of being with you to allow somebody else to take that opportunity. So I see them just kind of putting that out, moving away from that subconscious fear and really embracing their confidence here during the second half of the month, which I'm glad they're doing, because this looks really nice, dude. It looks really nice, to be honest. In regards to where energies are aligning between Aries and the person they're dealing with, let's take a look. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout June 15th through the 30th. Where energies aligning, please, between Aries and the person they're dealing with. Hello. First card out is the Six of Wands, which talks about success, but it also does talk about giving attention to one another where attention is due. So you both seem to be hopping on the Six of Wands, and if you don't know, the Six of Wands is basically the minor arcana of the Chariot, so that means you're moving forward on the same path, and it seems very positive. You know, the Six of Wands also embraces change, and what's changed is that this person's taken action. You got here the Page of Wands, and then you also got here the Devil. Ooh. And keep in mind, the Devil's not negative. I'll let you know that right now, Aries. The Devil's not negative. Whoever you're dealing with, though, might be a real kink in bed, is all I'm going to say. I don't know if they like chains and whips or some shit like that, but, you know, whoever you're connecting with, they might be one kinky motherfucker. They're like, vanilla sex? Never heard of it. Let me take you to my bedroom. Ooh. Nonetheless, though, I feel like who you're connecting with here, it's like when you guys really get into a committed relationship, it's like the honeymoon phase starts all over again. You guys are going to be in a very, very passionate place, okay? So enjoy that passion if you're catching my drift. You guys are going to have yourselves a fun and fantastic time. And I do feel, it could be a Capricorn you're dealing with, but I do feel like with all that passion, it feels great, because it's like, once again, your honeymoon phase of when you two first met, it feels like it's being relived as you're entering a new chapter in your relationship. So overall, this all feels very positive. It all feels very good, to be honest, looking at the bottom of the deck. And it also does appear that the two of you are clearly going to be falling in love. So if you're not in love with this person already, Aries, chances are you both are going to be falling for each other this time. It seems like the relationship is evolving and getting deeper and deeper. That's what she said. As for the outcome that's present, Let's go ahead and take a look here. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout June 15th through the 30th. What is the overall outcome for Aries and this person throughout the second half of the month in June? Ace of Wands. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy, man. I like that a lot. There's a new beginning here, and not only just a new passionate beginning, but a new beginning overall that you both chose to create. So I like that this person allowed themselves to be vulnerable and to, you know, give you that ultimate shot. You guys are no longer in the talking zone, but now you guys are having yourselves a fucking beautiful relationship, a beautiful new honeymoon phase, and a beautiful passionate beginning. It's like the start of something good. And both of you feel that way. So overall, this is a really positive and fantastic reading. I really enjoyed reading this for you guys. Really good energy coming off of your energy right now, Aries. I really do enjoy that. And I'm happy, you know? And I know you were frustrated, honestly. I know you were frustrated for a while because this person wasn't really picking up on the hints that you wanted something more. And it was definitely frustrating because a part of you felt at times that you were wasting your time. But, you know, all good things come to those who wait. And ultimately, something good has came from this. So either way, Aries, I really love the reading. Absolutely fantastic. Hope you enjoyed it as well. And yeah, guys, have an awesome and amazing rest of your June. Keep in mind, readings are timeless, so this may resonate at some point down the road if it doesn't resonate for June. And also, if it doesn't resonate at all for you, that doesn't mean there's not anything wrong with you. It just means I'm not tapped into your specific energy as an Aries. I don't know if I've explained this before, but basically when tarot readers read, we tap into a certain group of the same zodiac. So if I'm reading for an Aries, I'm reading for a certain group of Aries, not all the Aries, as that would be impossible. All right? But guys, have an awesome and amazing, fantastic rest of your June. I'm going to grab myself a quick thumbnail here, so give me 1 second. All right? Hopefully you guys have a fantastic rest of your day as well. And I will catch you guys in July 2020. Much love, guys. Have an awesome one. Peace.